y'all, what's up? It's Tamara Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys have been well. Today I'm doing another crochet with me, y'all. It's about that time. I know it's been what, maybe a couple months since the last one that I did. If you are unfamiliar with that, you can go back a couple videos and see my last crochet with me. Today I'm going to be going back to my FREETRESS deep twist. I also have another video on this hair, a tutorial on how I did a crochet with me maybe 6 months back. So you can go and check that out if you want. So I'm going to be installing this today, similar to how I had it before. I wanted to switch up hair this time, but I just I couldn't come up with anything new, and I don't have a lot of time today to get this done, so I just wanted to just stick with something that I'm familiar with, the type of hair that it is. That way I'll kind of know the process already and what I need to do to get it done. So I didn't do a whole bunch of braids today. I just did, I don't even know how many I did in the back, so it's kind of janky, but it's okay. It's all right. It doesn't matter what it looks like underneath. I am not a braider, y'all. So just over the past couple years when I started doing crochets on my own hair, I've gotten a little bit better with braiding. But as long as it's tight and on your head, it doesn't matter what the pattern is because you're not going to see it anyway. So just make sure you get your parts how you want them. So I'm kind of going to have it flowing like I normally do. So I just kind of limited the braids. I don't want to be here all day, like I said. So I'm going to get started. So I did do the normal 2 colors. I did the one number 4 and 2 packs of the number 2 that I'm going to be using on my hair. I'm not going to be putting a whole bunch of it in there. I don't want it as full as before. I always say that and it ends up being super full. And I'm not going to be able to go back to the beauty supply store because today is Christmas Eve. So most of those stores will be closing early, so I've got to make this work. So if you want to see how I install this hair, continue to watch this video. So my normal process, you know, I told you guys that I had 3 packs, 2 number 2s and 1 number 4. I usually split that in half, so that'll give me basically 6 packs. This hair, I want to say, yes, it's 22 inches long. If you want 22 inches, then you can keep it, you know, that way. Of course, you need more packs. I don't see myself wearing this much hair on an everyday basis. So I'm going to cut it in half, excuse me. So I basically leave it just like it is, and if you can see, it's already looped. Okay, it's already looped right here in half. I just leave it on the rubber band and just go through that same loop that they've already got it in right in front of the rubber band and just cut it in half. That's just the simplest way to go. And so that's how I end up with my half hair. And I pull that out so y'all can see. And I just cut the rubber bands off. So I cut the rubber bands off, and this is what it ends up, you know. And of course that'll be a little half, so the hair probably drop about right here once I start crocheting it. So I'm gonna get started, y'all. What I didn't tell y'all is that I'm trying to get this done in 2 hours. I started it at 1 o'clock. It's now 1:21. I'll say I started crocheting at 1 o'clock. I started braiding maybe like 12:30-ish, something like that. So it's 1:21. It's been 21 minutes. This is what I've gotten done so far. And like I said, I'm trying to move as fast as I can to get this done. I'm not breaking them up into real small pieces, but I usually do. When I do that, y'all, it takes me like 6 hours to do my hair. And I want to get this done in like 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to command my day and not let this take all day, because I usually do. So I'm pretty sure I can get it done. So this is what I've gotten done so far in 20 minutes. What I'm doing right now, y'all, is just because I'm using bigger pieces, you know, it's curly hair, so it tends to slip. So I'm just knotting it at the tip. Like I said, if you want a little more detailed video, just go back to this video, which is the, you know what, I'll just put it in the description box, and I'll also place a card up top for you. So I'm trying to see if I can get this done in 2 hours. hours. Let me stop talking and continue. So it is now 1:38 and I've made this progress. I'm so proud of myself, but I don't want to get, you know, too far ahead of myself and then I don't make it in time. But this is my progress so far. I forgot to mention as well, if you're new to crocheting or you're thinking about doing it, when you braid your hair, don't forget to make sure that it's really oiled, oiled really good. And then also try to get like an oil with a nozzle, and this is what I've been using recently. You know, make sure you don't put a lot of tension on your edges, and you know, make sure you oil your scalp. I almost forgot in the midst of trying to do this. Oil your hair and your scalp, because when it's dry, you know, it can cause, you know, your hair to break. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue this process. Like I said, if you are new to crochet, I know everyone has done it before, y'all. Everyone knows the technique. This is what you'll need. Crochet, needle. There we go. And basically, what I do is I split the hair. You know, I already cut it in half, and I just split it. Get smaller pieces like this. Take the crochet needle. Try to get to where you guys can see it. Stick it through. Sometimes I don't go under the braid, I go through the braid. And I'm not looking, so I hope you guys can see this. Put the hair on the latch, the loop, latch, close the latch, pull it through, grab in between, like this, take it through once. You can take it through as many times as you want to, pull it, but not pulling tension, you know, putting tension on your hair. Keep your hair down, pull the crochet hair, and that's that. So if you're a beginner, that's all you need to do, and just go all the way through it. Don't worry about your braids being perfect or anything like that when you first get started. It was a struggle when I first started a couple years ago doing it, and my braids are getting better. They're not perfect, but they do the job. Or you can have someone else braid it for you and then just install. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm now gonna open up my number 4 so I can start mixing the colors. I've got about half of the first pack of number 2 left. Like I said, I don't want this as full as before. It may end up being, but so I'm just gonna do the same thing and kind of blend the number 4 in. You see it's a little more brown. So I'm gonna cut this in half and start installing it so that I can get that brown and light brown mixture that I like. Okay, it's been an hour. It's 2:06 actually. And this is what I've gotten done so far. So I think I'm doing okay with time. So I've got an hour to get the rest of this done. So I think I'm doing good on hair. I still have maybe 3/4 left of the brown, the number 4, and I'm still working on the first pack of the number 2. So I should be good on hair. I don't have to worry about only having half my head done. So it's doing pretty good so far. So I just wanted to check in and let y'all know that I may just make my 3-hour mark. This will be a record for me, y'all. So I'm just gonna continue this process. It's 2:37, y'all. I don't know if you can see that, but take my word for it. It's 2:38. This is how much I've gotten done. So I think I can get done in about 30 minutes. Like, I'm excited because I gotta go and run some errands before stores close. So I'm gonna continue, y'all, to do the same process. I didn't change the method that I showed you guys. I don't want y'all to think that I'm doing something different than what I'm showing you. I just didn't want you guys to have a super long video. My first FREETRESS install was like 30 minutes after editing. So I didn't want to give y'all that. I just wanted to show you what I was doing, my process time, and to see if you can get this done in actually under 3 hours. So I'm hoping that I can pull that out for y'all to give you some motivation to try to do it yourself. So I'm just gonna continue this process, see if I can get it done by 3 o'clock. I wanted to mention to y'all, I know there are a lot of types of hair out there, y'all, but this FREETRESS deep twist never steers me wrong, y'all, like never. So this is one of my favorites to use. It's also a good, yeah, I think it's a good beginner hair because this is what I used. My first ever crochet, you know, before I started recording them. But I think it's a good hair to start with. It lasts a long time, and once you get all of the, you know, the shedding and stuff out after you install it all, and just, I don't know, it just lasts. It looks natural, depending on how you wear it, and it just holds up. You know, I try to get at least 4 weeks out of my crochet install. So just wanted to let y'all know, if y'all have not used the FREETRESS deep twist, that it's a really good curl pattern, and it lasts a little while. It's 3:32, y'all. So I'm over my time limit, but it's okay. This is all I have left. And this will be where my part is, so I just have to pay close attention to how I do those. So this is all that I have left, and it is faster than I've ever done it, so that's good. So I'm just gonna continue to finish this, and when I get done, I will do my, when I get done, I will shape it up, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like in the end. Okay guys, I have finished my hair. I've trimmed it. I've kind of closed up, did the invisible part up top, and kind of closed up the part some so you can't really tell. This is what it looks like. I'm gonna trim it just a little bit more, but it's okay right now. I like the length, I like the width. So I'll just continue to work on it. You know how I do throughout the week. I'll just continue to see how it grows out, if any, and then just trim it as I go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you have not. Leave a comment to say if you liked it. Say hello if you have any questions. And I'll see you guys in the next video.